Hi, Heath here with H2 Saddles. Very excited today to bring to you, introduce to you the new H2 Triad bridge. The H2 Triad bridge is a three-way adjustable bridge, so meaning you can adjust it both for the overall length and you can also adjust the attachment points that are on the saddle. So the material itself is a ultra high molecular weight density polyethylene. This is also known as AmSteel, it's known as Dyneema, known as Spectra. They use this to replace the winch rope that is on many of the towing applications and winching applications. They use it in the heavy construction industry, many uses, really anywhere where a steel cable has been used. Now this is replacing it. It's an odorless, tasteless, non-toxic material. It's highly resistant to corrosive chemicals such as acids and alkaloids. It's got a low moisture absorption, so it's not going to get wet and heavy on you if you're out in the rain. It's got a low coefficient of friction, which means it's slippery. That also means it doesn't handle knots very good. Very lightweight. This entire setup right here weighs less than 2 ounces, and so light in fact it floats on water. So regardless of the lightweight strength, this is strong. This main line right here is rated at 7,700 pounds in the bridge strength. The connections on either side where it connects to the saddle, there's actually 2 cords here. Each one of those cords is rated at 5,500 pounds. Between the two of them, that's 11,000 pounds strength. So the bridge, as you're looking at it, it's symmetrical on both sides. So there is no right hand, there is no left hand. If you want to adjust it on the right side, you can adjust on the right side. If you want to adjust it on the left side, you can adjust on the left side. So adjusting the lengths, very easy to do. There is a friction knot that's on this. This friction knot is a one-way, I'll call it a directional knot, so it will slide very easily in one direction, and then the other direction, as soon as you put weight on it, it locks it up. The harder you pull, the harder this grabs. I've tested this up to 2,000 pounds, and there was absolutely no slipping of those knots. In fact, I'll show you a very quick video right here of those test results. Getting back to the bridge adjustment, as I said, this is adjustable on both sides. Very easy, slide the knot. As soon as you put load on this, it locks up. To release it, all you have to do is grab hold of the tag end, tighten that knot back up, and once you do, it very easily slides in both directions. The stopper knot that's on there is a spliced knot. It is not a tied knot, it's actually a spliced knot, so it will not slide farther down that cord. On the end of it, we do have a sheathing that we put on the end of it to prevent this from cord from fraying or opening up. That's on both sides. The angle adjustments. So, where it attaches to the saddle, we've got a very simple Prusik knot design. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to slide it down or up on these attachment points. If you're a sitter, you can slide it down. That's going to put a little more weight on this lower strap. Also get this saddle sitting more horizontal. If you're a leaner, you can slide it up. That takes the weight off the bottom strap, puts a little bit more on the top, and it also brings that saddle up more into a vertical position. So it's really for comfort. The amount of adjustments in here is infinite. There is no settings. You can fine-tune this to wherever you desire and wherever gives you the best comfort. So really there's an infinite amount of adjustments that are in there. Talk very quickly about how this attachment spreads the bridge. if you'll notice, some people like a very short bridge, and as you shorten up that bridge, what it does is it brings in the angle of these bridge loops. So it actually brings the saddle in tighter. And you might start feeling some hip pinch around your waist where this is starting to compress on your waist. If you'll notice with these attachments, if you look at the line from here coming straight down, you'll notice that the actual handle is sitting on the outside of that line. So what that does is it allows those handles to be a little bit farther out from the normal position if they were coming straight off the middle. If they were coming straight off the middle, it would probably be sitting like that. But by coming off the inside, it actually spreads those handles, so it actually spreads that saddle apart very slightly, giving you a little bit more comfort and less potential for hip pinch. Last thing I want to touch on very quickly is removal installation. I can remove this off a saddle in probably 5 minutes. I could have it off the saddle and onto another saddle. There is no cutting, there is no splicing, there is no untying of binding knots. All the splices come from the fabrication of the bridge. So as it comes, all the splicing will already be completed for you. So with that understanding, let's go outside and take a look at what it looks like hanging in the tree. Clip into it. Go ahead and set your attachment point to where you want it. At that point, you can sit back in your saddle. If you want the shoulder shorter, you can easily slide it up on both sides or one side. And at that point, you can adjust the bridge length. So, right now, I've got these attachments kind of low on these bridge loops. And I can really feel the pressure in the bottom strap. If I slide these up on both sides, now it's much more evenly distributed between the top and the bottom strap, and I can feel that. It's as simple as that. So if you're a sitter, you might want to have these down at a lower point, and that way if you're sitting, you're more leaning back in the saddle. Now I can feel it evenly distributed among both straps. If I'm leaning, like I said, I can feel it more in this bottom strap. So very easily slide those attachment points up on the connection point. And there I can definitely feel it more across the top than the bottom. Probably a little bit too much. Slide them down a hair more. And right there is a point that, for me personally, it feels very comfortable. Again, if you're adjusting these, to unlock this, you simply grab hold of the tag end of the line and slide that knot up tight. At that point in time, you can slide it up and down the bridge on both sides. So there it is. That is the Triad bridge. Very adjustable, as you can see. It doesn't take up much bulk. It's very slim, streamlined. So there you have it. The Triad bridge, only by H2 Saddles.